nowadays, subhanallah, human being brings corruption to this planet. هذا الفساد البر والبحر لما كسبت أيدي الناس. Corruption appears on land and on sea. Because of what? Because of the man-made corruption. Because of many gases which are released from different factories in many places in the world. Such gases are destroying the what? The ozone layer. Now, maybe more harmful radiation reach the surface of this planet and can cause many problems to living beings, especially cancers. Allah, the Almighty, made filters for us to protect us, yet we destroy such filter. But it is by the will of Allah. If Allah did not will, then this would not occur at all. It is by the will of Allah to examine our action, to examine our act in this life. Subhanallah. Glory be to Allah, who did not allow us to destroy the whole ozone layer at once. Otherwise, we would not be able to live on this planet safely. Subhanallah. Okay. So, different layers are working as filters to filter harmful radiation from reaching the surface of this planet so that we can live safely. Okay. The atmosphere works for our benefit, either to protect us or to bring good for us. Say subhanallah, glory be to Allah. Okay, the atmosphere not only is working to protect us, but also is working to bring benefit to us. How the atmosphere brings benefit to us? The atmosphere allows useful light rays that are essential for living beings. Subhanallah. Glory be to Allah. Now, the atmosphere allows the useful radiation, the useful light to reach the earth, that is essential for what? For living beings. For example, visible light. Visible light. Which is the green light, the yellow light, the violet light, the what? Yes, it is what you call the spectrum.
Yes.
Spectrum rays. These are useful for living beings in the earth. How? I will bring you an example. You know the process of what? Of producing carbohydrate. The process of producing carbohydrate, protein, oil, in other yes, and other organic matters. These are produced where? Produced in the plant through the pigment of chlorophyll. In the pigment of chlorophyll, there is what is called chloroplast. And this chloroplast, photosynthesis takes place. And photosynthesis is the is essential to fix the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere in the chloroplast with water and with the energy from visible light in order to produce carbohydrates. And such carbohydrates then is reduced to other organic matters like protein, like sugars, like oil, like, okay, that are in the fruits, in the grains, in the leaves, in whatever the plant produces. Without this useful light, without the visible light, this process called photosynthesis, without it, it is impossible. It is impossible to get the carbohydrate and other organic matters. So the atmosphere allows such visible light to pass in order to reach the earth and becomes useful to many things, especially to plant in order to produce our food. Without the visible light, it is impossible to what? To run this process, the photosynthesis process. Okay. Now, the terrestrial radiation is trapped by the atmosphere to keep the earth warm. You know, if the sky, if the heaven, if the atmosphere is open to such terrestrial radiation and be lost above, then the atmosphere around us would be very cold. And no way for any living being to survive at all. Because the temperature in the upper atmosphere reach minus 270 degrees Celsius. No living being can tolerate such low temperature at all. So, what does the atmosphere do? Just trap the terrestrial radiation from being lost in the outside space and keep the atmosphere warm. And keeps the atmosphere warm. Okay, what is the terrestrial radiation? Okay, the terrestrial radiation is coming from the surface of the earth. When radiation from the sun comes down and hits the surface absorbs such radiation and it irradiates this